What the hell is way sexy than African booty with stretch marks on it? Not only the blacks want it, you don't even want to touch, just relax on it.
I got to get the dollar, plenty moolah.
Music plays a very special role in life. More than anything, it connects people, it creates identity, and it can shape people's cultures and way of life. This is especially true in Africa, where culture and tribe are very much cherished by the people, so the things that give them identity are especially celebrated and owned by the people. Africa is the second most populated continent in the world. Therefore, it will have a people of many diverse cultures, religions, and interests, and so the people have different tastes in music. Over time, however, cultural advancement and development of the world have modified and streamlined most of these differences so that it is now easier for people from different backgrounds and cultures to find mutual interest in different areas of life and associate based on these interests. Over the years, African music and musicians have evolved tremendously, so much so that the genre of music for which Africa was once known has also evolved greatly, and the continent is originally known for Juju, Fuji, Highlife, Makossa, Kizomba, and Afrobeat music. And now they can comfortably boast of artists that make hip-hop, rhythm and blues, rock, and even country music, and on top of that, win global awards with them. That's how good and diversified African artists and music have become. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at 10 artists coming out of Africa who are making waves in the music industry. Alright, let's get into it.
Dressed and ready to impress. Hello. Yes, so I am dressed up for the red carpet for the premiere of a movie, and I need to jazz my outfit up.
At number 10, we have Yemi Alade. Overall, Yemi is considered the 8th most successful musician coming out of Africa. So Yemi Alade is Nigerian, and she started her career in 2009 after she won the Peak Talent show, but she had to wait until 2014 before she had her breakthrough when she released the hit single Johnny. The music video of the song is still the most watched music video by an African female artist ever. Yemi released her first studio album, Kings of Queens, in 2014 to huge commercial success, and this followed up with her second album, Mama Africa, which was also a great success. So far, she has recorded 5 studio albums and has toured the world with her music. Since 2017, she has participated in The Voice Nigeria as a coach. In 2021, she was invited to perform by the royal family at the Earthshot Prize ceremony hosted by the Royal Foundation. In her career, she has won a host of awards, including the All Africa Music Awards. MTV African Music Awards, Sound City MVP Awards, Independent Music Awards, Nigeria Entertainment Awards, and the Headies. She is the first to win the MTV African Music Awards for Best Female consecutively twice. And in 2015, she became the first African female to be nominated for the MTV Europe Music Awards. Her music videos and stage performances have been characterized for its creativity and eccentric delivery.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what you're watching, man. It's Flavor and the Sako there from Ghana representing Africa. Let's go. People know me to be one of the best commodities. If you say me sure, but I leave the opposite. That's where my father can do. This is my apology. Go person will get to sending a challenge. Make you follow me, cause I believe in one God. And on the pen of the corner, grab me your passport. Now raise your hands up.
At number 9, we have Sarkodie. His birth name is Michael Owusu Ado. He is the 7th best African musician. He's a rapper, songwriter, and entrepreneur from Ghana. He began his career in 2005 performing as an underground rapper in competitions. He met Hammer of the Last Two, a record producer who was impressed by his rap skills and ability to freestyle with meaningful and rhythmic flows through his former manager, Duncan Williams, and made space for him to feature on a label mate's album, which was at the time being recorded. He then went on to record his own first album in 2009, Makai, which was well received by critics and fans, and then followed that up with a second album, Rapaholic. He has since released 6 studio albums, 2 live albums, and a collaborative album with Jeso. He has won numerous accolades including BET Awards, the Headies, Ghana Music Awards, National Youth Achievement Awards, MOBA Awards, and the Channel O Music Video Awards. He was awarded Artist of the Decade at the Vodafone Ghana Music Award, and at the 2019 BET Hip Hop Awards, he became the first artist to win the Best International Flow Artist.
Everyone's talking about her, everyone's screaming her name, banging the EP. It's Thames, everybody.
You know.
As we said, you've been very busy in the UK, shows left, right, and centre. How do you feel the fan love in England?
It's been incredible. The reception has been absolutely crazy. I've been completely surprised, and I'm coming again. Like, now you're going to be seeing more of me for sure.
Now you come into my eye uninvited. Come and see me again. If the heart was there, would you cry or would you try again? Tell me now, I want you to be clear. Tell me now, I need you to be clear.
At number 8, we have Thames. Her birth name is Timalade Openi. She is a Nigerian songwriter, record producer, and singer who is currently one of the hottest musical talents that is coming out of Africa right now. She has collaborated with a couple of American artists, but she did a recent collaboration with Future, which left some of his colleagues screaming on how excellent her vocals is and how good she is. She has collaborated with Drake on the song Fountains, which debuted in US Top 40 entries on the Billboard Hot 100. She also collaborated with Wizkid with the song Essence, which also entered the Billboard Hot 100 and also earned her numerous award nominations, most notably a Grammy nomination for the Best Global Music Performance. Thames is definitely one of the hottest female sensation in Africa as things stand right now. Her vocals, style of music, and delivery ranks her as one of the best African female artists in 2022.
About to drop the Red album. Yes. But first of all, what does Red stand for? What is Red? for romance, expression, and dance. And those are the main elements that we you won't hold my body better, hold me down. Save our lives, don't end our lives. We will not forget, this is not the end. Who gave the order? 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 Who gave the order?
At number 7, we have Tiwa Savage. Her birth name is Tiwa Topes Savage. She is also known as the Queen of Afrobeat. She is a Nigerian singer, songwriter, and actress. She began her career in the United Kingdom as a backup singer, most notably for singers like Mary J. Blige. She went on to participate in the 2006 edition of UK's The X Factor. Encouraged by the growing music industry in Nigeria, in 2012 she went back home and signed a deal with Maven Records, where she released her debut album Once Upon a Time in 2013. Her second studio album, Red, was then released in 2015. She has released 5 studio albums and EPs and has won several accolades in her career, including Sound City MVP Awards, MTV Europe Music Awards, Afroma, Co-Sun Song Awards, Channel O Music Video Awards, the Headies, amongst others. She is the first woman to win the Best African Act at the 2018 MTV Europe Music Awards. Her music is a blend of Afrobeats, R&B pop, and hip-hop. She is ranked as the 6th best African musician.
Something on guitar for us? Do you mind?
Chérie, Claudia Nangai, chérie, façon yo salaka, oya yo snopti, sokingonga bokata santimanange koki, Claudia pardona ko sengo bakisa.
Everybody's listening to African music now, and it's starting to become more popular. So, how do you feel about that?
I'm feeling good at the time because African music is a rich music, but in America nobody knows this again. But I think next time when I have the time to listen African music, she's gonna be very, 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 very happy.
At number 6, we have Fally Ipupa. He is a Congolese singer, a songwriter, a dancer, a philanthropist, a guitarist, and a producer who is known by his stage name Fally Ipupa. He began his musical career in the late 1990s as a member of the band Quartier Latin International. It was within the band that he rose to prominence as the conductor of the orchestra. In 2006, he left the band to start his solo career, and he released his first solo album entitled Droit Chemin. 3 years after the release of the album, he released a second album with 16 tracks entitled Arsenal de Belles Melodies, French for Arsenal of Beautiful Melodies, which gave him a wider recognition across Africa and beyond. The album featured such artists as 50 Cent and Olivia, both formerly of G Unit. As of 2021, Ipupa has released 6 albums to his name and a host of awards recognizing his talents and influence in the African music scene. His list of awards includes the MTV Africa Music Awards, BET Awards, and the MTV Europe Music Awards.
Oh, thank you so much for this Grammy. I mean, as a singer-songwriter, the Grammy is always a moment of stress, but also of hope, of strength, of possibility.
At number 5, we have Angelique Kidjo. She is a singer and a songwriter hailing from the Benin Republic. Her name is written in gold as long as Africa is concerned. And up to this day, she's still doing as one of the best artists coming out of the continent. She is the most decorated female artist, and she has been nominated for 12 Grammys, and she won 5. More recently, she released her album Mother Nature, which won the Grammy Best Global Music Album. Her previous album also won the same award in 2020. Wow, you know what this makes? This makes her a legend in the music game, because no other African artist has ever been able to achieve this. Angelique Kidjo, she perfectly blends all genres of music such as Afropop, Afrobeat, jazz, hip-hop, gospel, reggae, Makossa. Her talent is a great commercial success, and her accolades makes her the best female artist in Africa in 2022.
We're out here mobile, my first mobile is actually.
How are you finding it so far?
It's cool. I'm performing tonight. It's gonna be an amazing time.
What can we expect from the performance?
Crazy. I brought my dancers with me. Me and DJ Equal over here, so it's gonna be an amazing performance.
So aside from you, who else are you looking to see in the pool?
I want to see Notes. That's my brother.
Love that.
And Steph London, of course, Cardi B as well.
At number 4, we have Davido. His real name is David Adedeji Adeleke. He is a Nigerian singer and record producer. He dropped out of university in 2010 to pursue a career in music. He then released his first album entitled Omo Baba Olowo in 2012. The single Damiduro from the album won him the next rated award at the 2012 Headies Award. Between 2012 and 2019, Davido didn't release any albums, did however release many singles during this time, and also an EP entitled Son of Mercy in 2016. As of 2022, he has released 3 albums and has received countless awards, including the Cora Awards, BET, African Music Magazine Awards, MTV Africa Music Awards, Channel O Music Video Awards, Nigeria Music Video Awards, the Headies City People Entertainment Awards, among many others.
You do a lot of collaborations with several Nigerian artists, so what do you think about that?
Yeah, it's great, because let me tell you something, Nigerian artists are working so hard. It doesn't mean like other artists doesn't do it, but I think maybe because I started to have good relationship with Nigerian artists, that's why I started to collaborate with them.
Oh yeah, baby, them go police for your man. Oh, baby.
At number 3, we have Diamond Platnumz. His birth name is Nasibu Abdul Juma Isaac. He is a Tanzanian bongo flavor singer. He began his career back in 2006 as a 17-year-old, releasing his first single, Toka Mwanzo. This wasn't a big commercial success, but he did have his breakthrough in 2010 with the release of his single, Kamuambi, which won him 3 Tanzania Music Awards. He then released his debut album in the same year, 2010, also of the same title. He has since released a further 2 albums and earned a lot of personal awards in the process. He holds the record as the first African-based artist to have 900 million YouTube views.
Bro, I remember when you performed at One Extra Live, and most artists will just walk through. You was going up to security, just like, bro, you good? Everybody was like, yes, you good, brother. Like, you know, when you didn't need to, but you're making love for everyone.
It's me, man. We spread love. We love you. We spread love, bro. That's my thing, man. Spread love all the time. The world needs it. Everyone around you needs it. Like, we need it. Like, you know what I mean?
Wind up and bust my brain. Yeah. She calling me Eminado.
At number 2, we have Wizkid. His birth name is Ayodeji Ibrahim Balogun. He is a Nigerian singer and songwriter. He began recording music at the age of 11 after he formed the Glorious Five with his friends from church. In 2009, he signed to a record label, Banky W, and rose to the limelight after releasing the lead single of the debut album, Superstar. The album was a huge success, and in 2014 he released his second album, which was self-titled Ayo. Wizkid is the first Afrobeat artist to appear in the Guinness World Records with a song One Dance, a collaboration with Canadian singer and rapper Drake. When the song reached number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100, it broke multiple records. He is also the first Nigerian to have his song chart on the Billboard Hot 100 with his song Essence from his fourth album Made in Lagos. With over 3.4 billion streams, he is the most streamed Nigerian artist on Spotify. He has won numerous awards throughout his career, including a Grammy for his work with American singer Beyonce on the song Brown Skin Girl. His music style includes Afrobeat, reggae, dancehall, R&B, hip-hop, and pop.
You did MusicCon the other day. How's Vegas treating you, my man? Great, man. I haven't lost any money yet, so that's always a good thing. Have you hit the table yet, though? Of course, but I haven't lost yet. Yeah, okay.
You know I feel a vibe, you feel a vibe, so baby, whine about me. Yeah, and I know you shy, but it's cool.
At number 1, we have Burna Boy. His birth name is Damini Ebunoluwo Agulo. He is a Nigerian singer and rapper. After he released the lead single of his debut album, Like to Party, he broke into the limelight. He has since released 4 more albums, 2 mixtapes, and 2 EPs. Burna Boy has won numerous accolades in his career, including a Grammy Award for his 5th album, Twice as Tall, which won him the Best World Music Album at the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards. Burna Boy's style of music has been described as Afrofusion, a genre that blends Afrobeats, dancehall rhythms, reggae, American rap, and R&B. He is recognized as one of the biggest and most successful artists coming out of Africa. So we are at the end of the video, and I do hope that everyone enjoyed it. Now I know that some of you may be saying, I didn't see or hear my favorite artist on the list. Unfortunately, I won't be able to highlight everyone, but what you can do in the comment section below is leave some suggestions on who you think should be on a top 10 list representing Africa, and then I can do a part 2 to this video. In the meantime, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. One love.